Hey everyone, John DeFreitas here, local real estate agent with Sutton Group, Summit Realty, bringing you your monthly market update for the month of December. So we're into our second week of January. The December numbers are in, and they don't show a big variance in terms of trajectory of performance across the board. Things are still pretty much trending in a very similar pattern that they've been for most of the second half of the year. You're seeing days on market on average cresting around that 1 month period now. You're seeing that the average sale price in definitely most of the suburban areas are down in double-digit increases year over year. And you're seeing units sold down around 50% across the board. That hasn't changed very much. What has changed are a couple of tidbits of information that's come into the marketplace that's going to impact home buyers and potential home buyers, being the 2-year ban on foreign buyers coming into the market, as well as the Toronto vacant home tax coming into the market. If you own property in the city of Toronto, you have to declare it by February 2nd. So those 2 bits of information certainly are going to impact the market to a certain extent. However, not to the degree that we would expect to see any further, let's say, rate increases impact the market. On that note, we're expecting probably in the first quarter to see at least 1 further rate increase. Most people believe quarter point. I think given the fact that inflation is not really coming down the rate we would hope it would, it's being extremely stubborn, you're probably going to see a 0.5 percentage point increase again by the Bank of Canada for the first meeting of the year. But after that, many people think that it's going to cool off. It needs to cool off because they need to see what the impact is going to be on the overall economy, given the 7, potentially 8 interest rate hikes consecutively that they would have put into place. So with that cool down, or that period of time where they're not going to raise rates for a bit, you may see some sectors and some of the prices hold flat in terms of declining. I'll give you a great example. Overall, the condo market, in comparison to the rest of the housing market in and around the GTA, has held fairly strong overall. If we look at condos year over year, they're down 1% on aggregate over the GTA region. Between November and December, they've actually held flat. And if you look at the fall market, where you see the most activity taking place outside the spring market, but the spring market was sort of a write-off given the massive change that we had in property value starting in around March and April. So the fall market actually saw a 2.7% increase in the average sale price for condos. Conversely, if you look at detached over those same metrics, year over year, detached is down over 13%. Between November and December, down a 0.5 percentage point in average sale price. And over that fall period, it was down 0.75 percentage points basically for fall. So 2 different views of what's happening definitely out in the property type sector. So condos are still performing fairly well overall. And with the fact that immigration will continue to increase year over year, I expect to still see the condo market holding fairly strong overall in the marketplace compared to what's happening elsewhere out there. And again, if they do hold off on some rate hikes into the second quarter of the year, you could see some of those prices hold steady and not see the same decline that we've been seeing recently. Now, saying all that, no one can predict definitely what's going on out there. Buyers and sellers are certainly still waiting in the wings in many cases. Buyers are kicking tires. Sellers who aren't urgently needing to sell are also just holding back and waiting for the right time. So certainly an interesting period of time that we're faced with right now. It'll be very exciting to see what happens going into the first Bank of Canada meeting of the year. And that, I think, will play into helping us determine what the first quarter and second quarter of 2023 might end up looking like. So there's your overall view to the month of December. Stay tuned for your individual marketplace statistics coming up in just a second. Can't wait to bring you the month of January coming ahead in 4 weeks from now. Take care, everyone. Bye.